all the landscaping, roof, gutters, siding, paint. I'd replace all these with 6x6s, you know what I mean? The normal shit that we would do in one of these, just like if we were gonna do it. And then the insides, it's up to them. But I would probably do new kitchens, new bathrooms, LVP, you know what I mean? Texture and paint.
I basically told him we'd price it as demo to the stud.
So I wouldn't take it down to the studs though, because if we don't take it to the studs, we wouldn't have to do fire suppression. So if we leave the existing sheetrock, we could probably avoid the fire suppression, but we could still do the kitchens and bathrooms. Okay. I think it's very salvageable. I would do all new trim, like so new trim and doors and everything, just like Town Park.
See, so like I guess there's copper piping for the plumbing, so every unit they ripped out.
Yeah, it's very fixable, dude. Standard. Yeah, it's like fucking Sanford over there.
Yeah.
It would be nice. I think it would get ahead of it with the city of Sherwood. But if we could avoid the fire suppression, it would save them a bunch of money. But they might not care, dude. They may want it all sprinklered. And how did you find us? Social media?
He said he Googled us.
Huh.
Those Google reviews, baby.
I guess.
If we end up taking this on, we could do like a per unit price. So we'll basically just break down each step like we normally do, but we can give them a per unit price where it's like a flat rate type deal. And so for a lot of this stuff, we'll just give them a flat rate per unit, and we'll do it. So it's like some units are going to be a little bit more work than the other one, but we'll give them a flat rate per unit, and it'll average out over the whole project. But it'll make it easier to keep track of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I told him. Whatever the worst unit is, which.
Dude, I'd love to buy it. I wish I would have known this thing got foreclosed on. I would have bought this thing in a fucking hot second. But I went down the rabbit hole of foreclosures and auctions years ago. And what happens for some reason is when it goes to foreclosure auction, the bank will send somebody from the bank, and the bank will bid whatever's due on the note. And so if say 5 million was owed on this, the bank will show up and bid 5 million, even if it's only worth 1. And so it must be something with their books where they got to like clean it off their books for what it was, and then they'll take the loss if they need to by fixing it up. But that'd be my guess, is it's something like this where maybe it did go to auction, but the bank paid way more than what it was worth. So, but once this is stabilized, this would be a nice.
Yeah.
If it's stabilized and fully renovated, this would be a nice, expensive property. So these are just like those little mini split units that they put in hotels. So we just go back in with the exact same thing. You call. My only concern would be you'd have to talk to Russell. Hopefully they get one with the same opening. We may have to make a bigger opening or throttle down the opening. But I looked at 30 units down there in Southwest Little Rock that somebody ended up renovating eventually, but had these exact same units, and they were able to put a new version of them in.
AC though, right?
You can get them now with AC and heat, just like a hotel. It's a hotel unit.
And does that do the whole unit?
Yeah, so this one unit will heat and cool the whole room. Now the problem is, or the whole unit, they're small units, but you close the doors and it won't help much. But it's better than nothing. That's why this pass through thing here. So this is literally so like the hot or cold air can pass through from the living room kitchen area into the bedroom, and so it's literally that one little unit heating and cooling the whole unit.
Chase, can you like these floors and stuff? I mean, are these salvageable or things got to go?
And so if we were going to do this and they had me come up with a scope of work, or I'll just, if I bought this, we do full exterior. So we do new siding, all new posts, new roof, soffit fascia, all that kind of stuff. So all exterior facade updates, all the safety stuff with the hand railings and all that, and the landscape work and all that kind of stuff. And then on the interiors, we take it all the way down to sheetrock. So all the doors and trim would go, we'd scrape the ceilings, all the cabinets, everything would come out of here, and then we would update the plumbing. So like new tub shower combos with new valves and all, like basically coming out of the slab, all new plumbing going up, all the new drain plumbing stuff, new kitchen, new bathrooms, and then all new, fresh texture, the whole units, and then all new trim, flooring, etc. So we wouldn't take it all the way to the studs. We'd just take it down to the sheetrock basically.
When you talk 66 units, it's just the same but multiplied.
It's just the scale of it, yeah. So just take the numbers and multiply it. And so we've done some 12-unit rehabs that were very similar scope to this. And so it'd be almost identical to those 12-unit rehabs. It'd just be times, 5. So, but very doable. The problem is just more help. So you probably want to get two demo crews, pay them per units, and then you get them kind of competing against each other for the work. And same thing, like if we're doing sheetrock or plumbing or electrical or anything like that, we'd want to have multiple subs on a project this big. If you're trying to finish it quickly, you could move slow with it and get it done in a reasonable amount of time. But you probably want multiple crews on most of this.